The NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7, a one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Kyrie lets it go. And the Lakers clear. LeBron with it up top, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Irving. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Danny Green sets him up, flushes down the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Irving into the front court. Down just a couple. Durant in a matchup with Boogie. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Danny Green pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
James to Davis. Anthony Davis, 2 for 2. That's what you want. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. He can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
Lakers ball. James to Davis. Able to convert inside. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Durant. Kevin Durant. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down by 1. Kuzma, tough matchup against Durant. To Davis. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Irving to Durant. Has a look. Dinwiddie shot, no good. Danny Green to Davis. Anthony Davis. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
Old school equals high percentage.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 5. Durant. LBJ. Leave leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Here comes the screen. Durant against Cousins. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Cousins to Davis. And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
LeBron into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. To Davis. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Irving. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Danny Green to James. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Durant sizing up Cousins. To Irving. Fires the three. Cleans the offensive glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Davis. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Time for the bench to step up. Kenny Atkinson knows it. Making some moves. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Jordan. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
James into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Davis, straight on look. Nothing going here on that drive. A pass stolen by the Nets. Won't go. Blocked away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nice finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lakers at the controls right now. James to Davis. DeAndre Jordan swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Jordan. Anthony Davis. Huge block. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Anthony Davis lets it fly, gets a look, can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Down to 5 on the 24. Down low to Jordan. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. Count the bucket for 2.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off.
Lakers have it. To Davis. It's a big finish. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. He buries it off the step back.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
James to Davis. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Brooklyn's got it. To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. To Jordan, down low. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 2-4 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Davis. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Durant to Irving. LeBron James with a piece. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis. Almost, but no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
LeBron into the front court. The lead is 11. Caldwell Pope to Davis. Cashes in for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys trail by 13. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Caldwell Pope to Davis. James. Had a chance, but it's no good. McGee, defended by Kevin Durant. JaVale McGee is going to get 3 shots here. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Nope. First one does not go. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Unfortunate. Missed all 3 at the line. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Los Angeles has the basketball. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. James to Caldwell Pope. They work it down to Cousins. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw.
Like practice.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys currently down by 13. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope, down low to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Five on the shot clock. Kyrie. And it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. Danny Green to James. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 2 for 2 now. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block, can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. LeBron with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. And stuffs it home.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Kevin Durant. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Dudley against KD. To Danny Green. Screen coming. Jared Allen tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw's good to cap off the 3-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Lakers ball.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Nothing going here on that drive. Kevin Durant with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To James. Down for McGee. To James. Five seconds to shoot. James. And the rebound by KD. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Lakers at the controls right now. Take stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. He shoots off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And the slam. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Jordan snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Cousins to James. Here comes the screen. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Irving to Durant. Kevin Durant. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Los Angeles, they have it. James. Pass stolen by the Nets. LeBron James sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Durant across the timeline. Down a dozen to Irving. Able to convert inside. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Cousins to Davis. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Kevin Durant has it. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To Dinwiddie. Nothing going here on that drive. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. New blood coming in for both sides. James to Caldwell Pope. To Davis. Knocks it down off the step back. Kyrie with the rock. To Jordan. Durant to Irving. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Kuzma against KD. Davis to James. To Davis. DeAndre Jordan rejects it. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets.
And a putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good. Kuzma to Davis, down low. to Caldwell Pope. Throws it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
To regroup and talk things over. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. And he'll head to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kevin Durant at the line for 2 shots. Career 88% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Davis. DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Durant. Kuzma to James.
Right.
Nothing going here on that drive. The shot almost. Kyrie across the timeline. Down a bundle. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Off the mark. Well contested.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Good. Off a spin.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. To Durant. Curling inside. Not that time. James into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Gets it in the right corner. LeBron James wants it. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Nets have the basketball. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
James to Davis. Down low, Boogie.
Back door, watch that back door.
DeAndre Jordan sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Short jumper won't go down. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, we are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Lakers. Thanks for joining us for the Halftime Report. About to get started.
Lakers ball. James to Cousins. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Irving.
Big pick right there.
Here's Durant for 2. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
James to Kyle Kuzma. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. Screen coming. Dinwiddie sizing up Cousins. To Irving.
Coming left. Wait on it.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Danny Green to James. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive.
We right.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Irving brings the ball up court. To Durant.
Wait on it.
He was hacked. They let it go. Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. Danny Green to James. And the rebound comes down to Jordan. Durant. Now to Jordan, down low. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. James to Davis. James, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Curling inside. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
James to Davis. Nets have it. And look out.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Durant for two. Just off the mark. LeBron James with the rock. They go down to Davis. The pass set it all up. Irving. Baseline drive. Anthony Davis pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Danny Green swats it. 24-second violation. James to Davis. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Durant.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right.
To Dinwiddie. Lakers at the controls right now. Danny Green to Davis. DeAndre Jordan. Huge block. Make that 7.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Irving to Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
James to Davis. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Dinwiddie. Durant to Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Durant, and that one out of bounds off a net. LBJ has it. To Davis. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Get down. Half court, here come. In the stands,
Here comes the screen.
Cut.
Irving to Durant. Kyle Kuzma with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To James. Davis to Cousins. DeAndre Jordan tips it. 8 now.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green. They'll get it down to Davis. The jumper's off the mark. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Jumper's good.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the...
It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. James. to Davis. Gets it in the left corner. Kyle Kuzma buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
James to Davis. Durant. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Great.
James to Davis. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? JaVale McGee to James. Down low for Davis. DeAndre Jordan with the block. 9 blocks. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Caldwell Pope.
Screen on your right. On your right.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. LeBron James. To Jordan. Hauled in by James.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. Kuzma. McGee powers it through.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Irving. Los Angeles, they have it. Nothing going here on that drive. LeBron James matched up with Durant. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Deep three at the buzzer. Kevin Durant is going to get a chance at three here. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Second and three, got it. And he hits all three free throws. Third quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. It was right there. Brooklyn with the basketball. To Durant. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Caldwell Pope, tough matchup against Durant. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. To Durant from long range. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Danny Green. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. To Durant. Has a look. Durant can't get that one to go. Los Angeles has the basketball. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Surveys the floor. Won't go down. LeBron with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. Steps through and scores.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
JaVale McGee sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
James. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
JaVale McGee trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. KD with the rock. Probing the defense. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Durant. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Jared Dudley at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Durant. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Baseline drive. Green to the basket, but the shot won't go. Another follow. Still no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
To Durant. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. To Danny Green.
Here he comes.
Shot clock winding down to Danny Green. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, he had him there for a second. The drive, right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
In the front court comes Rondo. Looking to make something happen. Ah, the monster stuff.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Nets have it. To Dinwiddie. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Down for McGee. From the outside, no good. Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. Jordan. To Irving. Durant. And count the basket inside.
That transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Irving. Down low Durant. He throws it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan. LBJ with it. To Davis. Can't connect. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. DeAndre Jordan rejects it. It's been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Irving. Fine to shoot. Joe Harris, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. James to Kyle Kuzma. James to Davis. DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block. Make that 11. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
James, and a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Dinwiddie. Lakers come up with it. James to Cousins. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And so, ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Irving. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Davis to James. Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. LeBron James sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. It's Brooklyn's ball. Irving to Jordan. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Durant. Tough shot. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Here's James with a chance. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Over to the right side. Irving buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Not done yet. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
I got ball, I got ball. I got so far. You gotta get up on that. Wait on it. We're gonna do this. Right.
It's all over. The Lakers are once again NBA champions.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers have earned what so many others been able to dream about, an NBA title. They've earned their place in the history books. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers play fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
LeBron James put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for Hoops Action.